Before I begin, I want to start off saying this is a very special video in the sense that this is the first video from my channel that my friends, family, and former mentors are seeing. I've been making soccer videos since last year, but I've kind of been keeping this channel a secret from them. Now I reached a point where I do feel comfortable and vulnerable enough sharing what I love and what I'm passionate about with them. To my friends, family, mentors, and everyone, welcome to my channel where I talk about the NWSL, women's soccer, just soccer, only soccer. The April roster for the U.S. women's national team has dropped today. The U.S. will be taking on Uzbekistan's women's national team into Friendlies Saturday, April 9th and Tuesday, April 12th. I already did a video talking about this matchup, and I'll leave that in the description below. Before I get into the actual roster, there are quite a few players who are currently out right now and won't be listed on the roster. Becky Sauerbrunn is still out with an injury, Megan Rapinoe out with a calf injury, Casey Murphy out with an injury, which hurts me a lot, Crystal Dunn, pregnant, Casey Kruger, pregnant, Tierna Davidson is out for the whole NWSL season with an ACL injury. And this was just released this morning, but Lynn Williams is also going to be out for the whole NWSL season due to an acute injury to her right leg in the opening match of the Challenge Cup on March 18th and will be undergoing surgery this week. This statement comes from the Kansas City Current. It's sad and unfortunate to hear about Tierna and Lynn, especially. The NWSL season hasn't even started and they're already out of it. ACL and leg injuries for soccer are no joke. That being said, get well soon. All of you, like everyone, get well soon. But congrats to Crystal Dunn and Casey Kruger. Now onto the roster, starting with the goalkeepers. Bella Bixby, Aubrey Kingsbury, and Alyssa Nair. Pretty straightforward. It's great to see Bella Bixby back. She has been called up to the national team for the Australia Friendlies last year, but hasn't gotten the chance to start. Hopefully she'll get some playtime in these upcoming matches. Aubrey Kingsbury, great keeper for the Washington Spirit, and always great to see Alyssa Nair. Still miss Casey Murphy though. For defenders, Alana Cook, Abby Dalkemper, Imani Dorsey, Emily Fox, Naomi Girma, Sofia Huerta, and Kelly O'Hara. Alana Cook and Sofia Huerta have been killing it with OL Reign, both of them scoring a goal in the Challenge Cup, and Sofia Huerta, as proven in the match against Angel City and going up against Kristen Press, she can pull away from the attack and defend when she has to. Abby Dalkemper and Kelly O'Hara, two experienced defenders, which is always good to have. Emily Fox, very aggressive defender, which I love and is definitely needed since we don't have Casey Kruger or Tierna Davidson. Then Imani Dorsey and Naomi Girma. Going to be interesting to see how they do and how they'll fit into this back line. All right, on to the midfielders. Lindsay Horan, Jalen Howell, Rose Lavelle, Katarina Macario, Christy Mewis, Sam Mewis, Ashley Sanchez, and Andy Sullivan. Good selection of midfielders. Great to see our two Lyon midfielders, Lindsay Horan and Katarina Macario. Macario especially has been doing well at Lyon. Rose Lavelle, also great in the midfield. Christy Mewis and Sam Mewis. I would normally say Christy needs more national team playtime, which she does, but I'm very excited to see Sam again on the national team. Would like to see her start and maybe get some goals too. Ashley Sanchez and Andy Sullivan doing well on the Washington Spirit. I can already see Ashley Sanchez darting all over the field trying to get goals and assists. I remember her being very busy in the She Believes Cup, especially in the match against Iceland. She was like all over the place. And lastly, the forwards. Ashley Hatch, Mallory Pugh, Midge Purse, Trinity Rodman, and Sophia Smith. I love Ashley Hatch, but I wish Vlaco would actually start her in more matches. Seeing as there's only 5 forwards, maybe Hatch will finally get to start. There's a lot of spirit players in the midfield and attack. Ashley Hatch, Ashley Sanchez, Trinity Rodman, and Andy Sullivan. So good chemistry there, which will definitely be beneficial in these matches. Sophia Smith, always great to see her. Hopefully she'll get a goal or two. We'd like to see Trinity Rodman get goals as well. We'd like to see everybody get a goal. There is great goal scoring potential in the attack and midfield, but finishing really needs to be worked on a lot. Like I think I said it like so many times before, but everyone needs to work on their finishing. The US, England, Germany, like everyone's finishing needs to be worked on. Spain even needs to work on their finishing. Anyway, not a bad selection of forwards, but I'll be 100% honest, I was kind of expecting to see the veteran forwards like Alex Morgan and Christen Press. I'm kind of surprised because the way Vlatko made it sound back in January and before the She Believes Cup camp, it sounded like he was going to call up some of the veteran players for these April friendlies. Press and Morgan were probably the two I was expecting the most. Maybe he's waiting to the qualifying matches. I really don't know. I would think this would be a good time to start working Press and Morgan back into the team, especially if Vlatko plans on using them for the qualifying matches. They are veteran players, yes, but they also need to get adjusted to some of the younger/newer players, just like the younger players need to get adjusted to them as well. That all being said, this is the roster for the April friendlies against Uzbekistan. That is all I have for you guys today or tonight, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.